Okay, I have a confession to make. When I was a kid, I loved Lego. There it is. It's out in the wild. I finally have been able to get it off my chest. This burden has been with me for a very long time. Now, why did I love Lego so much when I was a kid? Because I could create things with it. I loved just being able to make stuff. I'm not so interested in Lego today. Today, I do woodworking and I make things out of wood. Maybe you have something that you like to create. So we're in the middle of this looking at the big themes of Scripture, and we're dealing with God's character through each big theme. And we're getting into, well, funny you should ask, creation. How does creating things with Lego connect with God's character? Here's a question for you to answer in the comments. What have you been told about why God created? Now, if you haven't figured this out by now, I am someone who believes the Bible. So I take a biblical worldview when it comes to creation. You may have a different worldview. So my worldview is that the Genesis account is accurate in the creation of the world. What does creating with Lego have to do with the character of God? Since God is a social unit with perfect other-centered love, the result of that other-centered love is to create. Creating is an expression of that love. And since we are made in the image of God, a la Genesis 2, we therefore also create. We have that same desire within us. I mean, look at the Bible itself. It is a book that contains music and poetry and stories and various forms of literary art. It is an art piece. We as humans create things just as God creates things. It's in our nature. We create music and poetry and stories and houses and cars and cameras and laptops and artwork and pictures and I could go on. The list could just go on of things that we as humans create. Everything around us, someone created it. God created because other-centered love creates. And the reason God created is so that we could experience His love. Check out Isaiah 43 verse 7. Everyone who bears my name is created for my glory. I have formed them. Indeed, I have made them. Now, first, it may seem that God created because He's like an egocentric being. He needs love, He needs glory, He needs people to give Him all of that. On the surface of that reading, it may appear as if that is the case. Yet, God's glory lies in who He is. And who is He? He's a being of other-centered love. Therefore, He didn't create us to get something that He didn't already have. He already had glory. He already had love. He doesn't need us to give Him glory because He already has that glory. He created us so He could give something to us. His love. We are created to be recipients of His glory, or we are created to be recipients of His love. God's way of being is always other-centered, never self-centered. Everything is relationship-focused. So creation isn't about Him, it's about us. We were created so we could experience His love. He created to give us love. And through that love, we could build relationships with Him and with others. And that's just cool. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Give it a thumbs up if you have. If you found this video helpful, feel free to share it with someone who might find it helpful as well. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. I'd love for you to be a subscriber of my channel. And as always, I upload every week and there's more Jesus Connecting content just like this. And if you're interested in it, you'll want to get notified when it comes out. Peace out! Probably all of you. Cars. So we're in the middle of this on first reading at the first reading it may appear Neville. I hope you've enjoyed